Hey there, Kay White with Girls in Finance. I am continuing on this journey of going live for 31 days for the month of May, and today is day 26. And I told you yesterday, and I think even the day before, I didn't really have anything in particular to talk about. So today we're going to continue on that same path and just see what we discover to work with. I will follow up on what I was working on yesterday. I was having so much fun with the beautiful images we created, and I believe we'll pick up with there. I'm going to go ahead and open ChatGPT because I want to show you how I download the images. I think I showed you that before, but we'll pick up there, start there, and then we'll go into Canva and just hold on just a second. Let me go into my Canva account. So we're going to Canva and then we'll pick right up where we left off. I believe we were working with this journal right here. Okay, let's see. Yes, so in ChatGPT, we worked with the image on the right yesterday. And so today, let's go ahead and work with the image on the left. And oh my goodness, yesterday this was running so slow. I mentioned yesterday, I believe that happens when the system is really busy and this is a holiday weekend and people are probably off from work. So there's probably a lot of people working with the tools today, and AI tools. I mean, ChatGPT, DAL-E 3, which is the art generation tool that's part of ChatGPT 4.0. 4.0 is the upgrade, and I'm going to download this image because I think it's really cute. We're going to use it for some of our products. And so I'm looking here because I think I actually did save this image, so that's fine. I'm going to, but I wanted to show you how you can save, and so we already have it in here, so I'm just going to close this out, and then we'll go back over here to ChatGPT. I think I have everything that I needed from there. I'm going to go into Canva now and just kind of demonstrate it a little bit of what we did yesterday. So the first thing that we did was just search for a journal cover. And I like this one that has the wire spine. And let's see, if I scroll down, I ultimately decided that I would, hold on just a second. Let me make sure you're seeing my screen before I start doing this work. Okay, let's go here. I'm going to go back into here. That's the images that we're working with. And then this is actually Canva where we're going to do our editing. So the original image that I actually pulled this from the Canva templates. I believe I searched journals and let me see. I went into, I believe, elements, or maybe it was upload. Let's see. I believe I went into, let's see, probably elements. And then I just searched for some journals. And let's try that again now. I'm going to say journal cover just to see what comes up. Okay, see all these graphics here? Let's see. And it gives me lots of journal covers when I do that. But yesterday I settled on this one thinking that I would edit it out, and I still will probably end up doing just that. And I also came up with this second one. This is actually a template that I found inside of Canva, and I liked it as well. Let's go back up. I love rustic colors. So I like the background that's kind of vintage, rustic, and it has this old truck. I probably would remove the truck and just keep a lot of the other images. The text I think is fine. You can always change the text if you want to. Let's scroll down back to this one. When I saw this one, I thought, oh, it would be nice to have just a travel journal and include these young ladies on the actual journal. So you can see yesterday's, this is what we came up with. And these were from images. And let me go back to upload so you can see we started out and with let me back up. So we started out with this particular image, and I decided, okay, I want to pull these off individually. I want to take each one of them models here and place them as an individual image on the pages. So that's what we did on yesterday. And I'm going to continue that process. So right now we have, let's see how many pages, a total of 5 writing pages. And just to repeat kind of what we did yesterday. Hold on a second, I'm going to lower the transparency on this image. Sometimes doing that kind of helps it blend in a little bit better, and I do like that. You see how it went, as I softened the image and and actually reduced the color, reduce the depth of the color, I should say. It appears better on this background. The actual writing page came the way that it is. It was already in a created sheet of paper with the elements provided. The text, we could change it. We could change the number of lines, but I like it the way that it is. I love the floral print on the background. But my concern now is how do I get that to complement with the cover page? I probably will come back to that last. Let's go ahead and continue working with our images today. And so I am going to make just some more additional pages because we're going to add probably about 4 more images. So I'll stop there. I'm going to go ahead and upload the new image that we're looking at. Let's see. Now I'm trying to remember, where did I have that image? So let's see. Where can I find that particular image? I want to say I probably put it under my daily images. Let's see. I'm going to scroll all the way down. I think I did. And then, yes, here it is. So the one that we used yesterday was summer attire. And so I named the other one summer attire too. And that was just for my convenience so that I could find it. And this particular one, let's go ahead and move it over and see how many females we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and possibly a 5th image. I can tell that I'm going to like this 5th image because of the floral print. It looks really pretty for summer. I may or may not use it, but if I decide to use it, I will show you how we can work with it. And so let's see. Okay, so this is the first one. It's a duplication of the previous. So I'm going to go ahead and take her off. And then I'm going to bring over the collection of models that are on this image. And we're going to go ahead and go inside and edit the image inside of Canva. And there's so many tools inside of Canva that I really, really like working with. But for the purposes of this, I believe yesterday we discovered the quickest process is to just go ahead and grab the model that I want to use. And so with that in mind, let's hit brush, and I'm going to increase the size of my brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of paint over the image that we want to use. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I tried to stay clear of the other images. In fact, let me try that again. I'm gonna make my brush a little bit smaller and just try to stay clear of the other two females on each side and see if we can pick this image up pretty well and not interfere with the other two. I believe we can. I think this is gonna be really cool. So let's go ahead and see what happens. We'll hit grab. They change these tools from time to time, and the way that you actually use the tool looks like it's changed a little bit, and that's fine for our purposes. I'm going to go ahead and pull her out and delete the rest of the images. Or, actually, we could pull all of them out and just take them down to the following pages. For example, we could pull her down here because we know that we're going to need one on this page. So I'll leave her here, and then I'll go back into the image and we'll edit again, and we're going to repeat the same thing under edit image. We're just going to go ahead and do the magic grab again and get our brush and decide which image we want to work with. This time around, I'm going to grab this cute model here in the middle. And let's see, I'm just kind of going side to side because I'm trying to cover everything related to this particular image, everything that's shown here. Okay, and so now we're going to grab the image that we shaded over and brushed over, and then we can pull that image out. So we'll do that and take it to the next page. And then, just so this isn't confusing, I think what I want to do is just go ahead and pull this image down. So pull it down and then pull it down once more to get it to where I can really work with it. Okay, so next we're going to edit image again. And this time I'm going to do magic grab again, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the next model. And I think I'm going to use, even though the one on the end is cut off, I think I can still use her. I think it will work okay because I used a couple that were cut off yesterday from the first group of images. So let's go ahead and just grab this one and see if it's something that we want to work with. And while that's processing, there it is. Okay, let's go ahead and pull her to the side. Since she's cut off, I would probably just keep her right on the edge of the paper. Yeah. And then we can take this image down again. Okay, let's keep going. And what I'm going to do here is go ahead and edit image again. And we'll just pull off our last model here. I'm still trying to decide if I want to try to capture this image on the end. I can tell that it's a really cute image, however. So let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and see if how well we can capture this image. I think it'll work out fine. And there we go. Let's go ahead and grab her, take her out of this image. And so I'm going to pull her down to the next page, and I think we'll stop there for now because I've previously demonstrated how you could expand an image. So I might show you that again. But let's see, what do we have so far? I'm liking what I see so far. I'm just going to go ahead and take these images up just a little bit. I like that. And you know what? Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and first get all of them in position. I'm going to take that one away because we're using a different image. Yeah, I like that one. And as I mentioned before, we'll just use this image on the very edge, even though she's cut off, that's fine. And for now, I'm going to take this one off because again, that was a duplication just to give us the pages that we needed. And I'm going to scroll up and just kind of expand her. And I'll take her all the way over to the edge just because she has a purse in her hand and it looks like it's kind of cut off a little bit. So what we could do is just take this image. Let's see if this will work. And I love trying stuff too. So if you see me just try something to see if it works, that's okay. So now we could use, you see where it's just a little bit of the other model's dress on the edge of the image. And so I'm going to see what happens if I put this on a transparent background. It moved the transparency or the actual background is called, actually it's called background remover. So it did remove that, but it left just a little bit still of the other model's dress. So let's go in and see if we can fix that. I believe the magic erase would take care of that. Let's see. No, it's maybe, no, I don't think it is because, well, I had it set wrong. I had it set to the entire image of the stationery or the journal page. And so now let's try it again right here. I'm going to edit image. I've clicked the actual image and we're going to see if we can edit it. And we'll go into Magic Eraser. And oh no, it's picking up the whole image. Oh. So, learn something new all the time. Even though I've already removed those other images, they're still part of the original image. So, it picked up all of them when I attempted to just erase this little portion here that's to this edge that represents clothing of one of the other models. I'm not going to worry about that. In fact, what I could do is just go ahead and move that over. Even though the back purse is there, I can get it as close as I want. And I probably wouldn't be that so particular. So that's fine with me. I like this image like that. And what I'm going to do next is let's look at this last image. I'll probably delete this page for now. If we decide that we want more pages, we can add more and add more models to the pages. But for right now, this is what I'm going to use. So let's scroll back up real quick. I just want to see how everything is looking. I like what we did yesterday. To me, all of those look really good. And so picking up from there with what we added today, I'm going to take this image and kind of reduce the transparency of the image meaning it won't be in full detailed color. It's just kind of taking away some of the color. That it's taking away the depth of the color, so it's taking it down some. And I kind of like that for stationery. So I think that looks really cool. And we can continue to do that. And so the same thing here, I'm going to go ahead and take the transparency down some. And again, I like them better when I take the transparency down because again, we're working with stationery. I want it to look like the model is right in the actual image itself instead of sitting on the page. And so, oh, I like that. I think that's really nice. And then here's another one. I'm going to go ahead and take down the transparency of this one as well. Okay, and then I believe we have one more. So we'll go ahead and take down the transparency in this one. Okay, I like these. Yep, I like all of these. They look really nice. I think this would make for a really great selection of stationery and digital download stationery. So, what would happen? Someone, if they wanted to purchase this, and I probably will put it on a line somewhere for sale, but I would just offer, I believe we have 9 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I would actually let the I would package this with the 9 pages, and the person, when they purchase and they download the journal, they can continue to repeat the pages if they want to have more pages in the journal. And so that would work perfectly. I think this is good enough. Instead of creating a journal that has what about 50 pages with 50 different models on each page. You don't have to do that, because again, these pages can actually be repeated, so that would be fine. So if I sold it as a digital download, I wouldn't put a whole lot of pages in it. I would let the person buying be as creative as they might want to be. So they could take this and add more models to it. And I can actually give them a link to this actual project that I'm working on, and so they can make all the adjustments that they want. So that's really cool. That's one of the things I love, love, love about Canva. And because we started out working with this as a travel journal, I still like some of these images here. So, what I would probably do, what can we do with this cover page? What do you recommend? What should we do with it? I'm actually thinking that we could take either one of these images and put it the full image on the cover here. What do you think? So, and I would go ahead and just bring these to the front that are behind the little travel accessories. Let's see, we're going to go to layer and just say bring to front. And so then let me make sure there's nothing else back there. Yeah. And so then from there, I would also do the same thing with the luggage. I would take it and go to layering and bring it front. And then I would we could either center the image. I probably wouldn't do that. I probably would expand it from side to side. So I would just go ahead and pull this over. And then let me go back up just a little bit so you can see the full display that I have here. So It did kind of take away some of the top of their faces. So what I would then do is click on it and just make sure the faces are shown. I don't have to have the trees in the background. That's okay. But I like that. What do you all think of that? Or should we go ahead and just remove the trees in the background? What if we're working with this image? Let's see. Let's try that and see if we like it with the trees actually removed in the background of the image. Okay, that's okay. I like that. I can work with that. And then we can move around our text some. You could put travel up there, travel journal, and let's see what this other element is that's behind here. Oh, it's a balloon. I like that. That's a nice little accent. So we could use the little balloon accent and keep it. And with the travel journal, I probably would do something like that. Now, there are so many different fonts and styles. You could find something that you actually like better than what I have here. You can enlarge the balloon. You might want to do that, but you probably would want to make sure that people can clearly see that it's a balloon that's in the back. And then you could change your travel and your journal around in so many different ways. I probably would just kind of center it, but see the difference that that makes. That makes a lot of difference by adding the girls. I already like this journal better, but again, you could be as creative as you want. You can reduce these other elements that are here at the bottom, and it's just really up to you. You could change out elements if there's something that you would rather display rather than what we have here. I'm trying to decide if I want to do something else with this font. I just love a pretty and creative font. This is called Engagement, it looks like. So, I like trying different stuff to see what works best. Let's see how that looks if we took it to that and we made it a little bit smaller. That's a possibility. We could do that. The only point I'm making is just to show you that you could do whatever you want with these fonts. You can change them all kinds of ways and really, really create a fun and nice journal. You might even actually decide that you want another background color, so you could scroll down and click on the background. Let's say you could try some of these existing images, like this one, for example. Ooh, I kind of sort of like that. Yeah, that gives a whole new depth to this image. And it's got the sky in the background, and then the actual earth, or not when I say earth, just I'm not sure. It looks like it's rock, like it almost is like a canyon like or something of that nature. But I like that image in the background. So that's something you could do. And then again, we can move the travel over just to kind of showcase everything a little bit better. I actually kind of like that. That's unusual for me. I'm usually selecting image after image after image over and over and over to find something that I really like or creating my own. But I kind of like that. That's just showing the ladies in a field of wild flowers. I don't like that so much. I think I like the other one better. And really, 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 really cute. So that's what we have. And you might decide that you don't even like any of these options that I've shown here, and that you want more of a floral background to match the actual journal page. And that is something you could do as well. You could come up here and just look, let's search elements and just kind of see what our options are. And is there something that we could use as a background for this image that would add a little bit more, something that's a little bit more complementary to the pages? And so let's say here, floral, and just see what we get. And yeah, see, these here are some floral type accents and prints. And so you could see if you find one that kind of matches this kind of a, looks like a rose, a pink rose. And this looks to me, when I see stuff like this, it's kind of like vintage, or trying to think of the other words that's not coming to mind. But yeah, any type of vintage style floral image I think might work okay. For example, let's see, something like this. I wouldn't put it there, but if I had a blank image, since we didn't use this one, let's go ahead. I'm going to remove this card and we'll test our image over here to see if it's something that would work here. Um, I'm not crazy about this particular image because I would want it to be more complementary to the other image we have. So let's scroll back down and look at that image again. See how that looks? So I would probably take something that's a little bit more complementary, I should say, to that. And so I'm going to delete this one, and maybe something like this would work. I kind of sort of like that. We can reduce the size of this. We could go on and on and on just looking for images. So what I'm going to do is probably stop right here, and let me scroll down and see what else in terms of the floral prints. Do I like anything else that's here? And nothing jumps out per se. Maybe something like this. Nothing really jumps out per se that matches exactly what we have, but I would just play around and see if you just continue to work with images. If you might come up with something that you like, for example, something like that. You could change the transparency on these flowers, make them a little bit lighter, and that might work a little bit better. You could just keep again playing around with them and see if there's anything that you like. And there, so you have two potential journal covers, and that one, and then this one with the actual ladies on the cover of the journals. You could take this again and sell it at your favorite digital download store. It might be Etsy or Amazon or somewhere else, and just go with that. I do like what we've done so far with this. And what I'm thinking is that we'll pick it up again another day and see how we might expand this some more. Okay. I know that I'm way over. I'm just kind of jumping on and talking day to day just to explore what the potential is and to give you some ideas for creating your digital downloads. Again, we're playing around with ChatGPT version 4.0, which is the updated version, and DAL E3 inside of ChatGPT 4. And that's all that I have for you today. It's been fun. We're over our 5 minutes of going live, and that's fine. And we're at about 34 minutes. So, but that's all good. I'm enjoying getting back to sharing more in the area of artificial intelligence and how you can use AI for all of your creative work. So, that's it for today. I'm going to close out. This has been Kay White with the Girls in Finance brand, and it's been fun hanging out with you. and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Take care. And let's see, I'm going to come back live so I can wave. Take care and have a good evening. Bye.